Welcome inside the Rolex manufacturing facility, a world where precision meets perfection. Every Rolex is born here, inside these state-of-the-art workshops. Only highly skilled artisans are allowed beyond this point.
This is the heart of Rolex, Stellene, the watchmaking floor.
Before any watch is made, the metal must be perfected.
Rolex uses premium 904L stainless steel and ensures harder and more corrosion resistant.
Once cooled, the metal is shaped with extreme precision. These machines carve the raw steel into watch cases. Every curve, every line, engineered to perfection.
Polishing is done by hand to achieve Rolex's iconic shine.
Now the cases undergo heat treatment for durability.
Every case receives a unique serial.
Next comes the famous Rolex bezel, engineered from ceramic.
Cerachrome bezels are baked at extreme temperatures.
Numbers are engraved using diamond-tipped tools.
These gears are engineered within microns of perfection.
Rolex movements are famous for accuracy and longevity. Each watch case is refined with micro-milling precision.
Even the smallest curve is measured with laser accuracy.
Rolex engineers inspect every case by hand.
Now, the case goes for its final polishing.
Only after perfection is achieved, the case moves forward.
This is where the crown tube is fitted, the key to water resistance.
The iconic screw-down crown is prepared next.
Every crown must lock perfectly.
Now the case goes through airtight testing.
No moisture is allowed inside a Rolex, if dainty, ever.
Here begins a new chapter, the dial creation.
Each dial starts as a simple metal plate.
Colors are applied using micro-controlled paint systems.
Hour markers are positioned one by one.
Some dials get diamonds added with precision.
Luminous material is carefully filled into markers.
Each dial undergoes high-temperature curing.
Even the smallest misprint leads to rejection.
These flawless dials move to the next stage, the movement workshop.
Now we enter the most delicate area, Rolex movement assembly.
Every movement starts with micro-engineered gears.
These gears are engineered to tolerances thinner than a human hair.
Rolex crafts its own unique blue parachrome hairspring.
It resists temperature, shock, ennofing, and improves accuracy.
Watchmakers assemble the movement piece by piece.
A tiny drop of oil keeps everything running.
This jewel reduces friction and increases lifespan.
Now comes the rotor, the penji, the part that powers the watch automatically.
Engraved with the Rolex name, it is a work of art itself.
The movement is now fully assembled. Now the movement meets the dial.
Hour markers shine like tiny stars.
Next, the hands are added with extreme care.
The second hand is tested for smooth movement.
Now the movement is placed inside the case.
And now, the watch begins its first official tick.
The case back is sealed with precise torque to ensure water resistance.
The balance staff is positioned with microscopic precision, and one wrong move and the entire movement will fail.
These pins help regulate the heartbeat of the watch, often accurate to 1/10 of a second.
Rolex uses micro-laser welding, where human hands simply cannot reach.
Rolex uses micro-laser welding, where human hands simply cannot reach.
Once polished, these bridges are transferred to a dust-free zone for final assembly.
Rolex uses synthetic rubies to reduce friction and ensure long-term durability.
A single drop of oil, just 1/1000th of a millimeter, keeps the movement alive.
A single drop of oil, just 1/1000th of a millimeter, keeps the movement alive.
The gear train transfers power from the mainspring to the escapement with perfect harmony.
A single drop of oil, just 1/1000th of a millimeter, keeps the movement alive.
This is the heart of every Rolex, a mechanism that divides time into perfect beats.
And just like that, the movement takes its first breath.
Each movement is tested for precision across multiple positions.
To avoid contamination, movements are sealed before casing begins.
Even areas no one will see are polished to perfection.
The crown tube ensures water resistance. Precision here is crucial.
Every screw is tightened with robotic accuracy. Never too much, never too little.
Rolex dials are a world of their own, crafted with depth, texture, and precision. Superluminova paint is applied to ensure visibility in the darkest conditions.
Indices are hand-set to ensure perfect alignment, tiny details that make a big difference.
The Cyclops lens must magnify exactly 2.5 times. No compromise.
Once ready, the dial meets the beating heart of the Rolex.
Installing the hands requires absolute steadiness. Just a micron off could cause friction.
The heart of the Rolex is now sealed inside the iconic oyster case. Precision gaskets ensure unmatched water resistance. A perfectly sealed case creates the legendary durability Rolex is known for.
These tiny screws hold the movement securely for decades.
A perfectly sealed case creates the legendary durability Rolex is known for.
These tiny screws hold the movement securely for decades.
Precision gaskets ensure unmatched water resistance. A perfectly sealed case creates the legendary durability Rolex is known for.
Each watch undergoes strict waterproof testing. Accuracy is measured in 6 positions to earn the Rolex Superlative Chronometer certification.
Every bezel is polished and brushed to perfection.
Rolex uses ceramic bezels, virtually scratch-proof and fade-resistant. Precision force ensures the bezel sits perfectly aligned.
The crown locks the watch airtight, a Rolex signature.
Rolex bracelets start as solid blocks of metal. Each link is individually polished for a flawless look. Robots ensure every link fits perfectly, smooth and durable.
The clasp mechanism is engineered for strength and security.
Even the sound of the clasp must be perfect.
Finally, the bracelet meets the case, forming one integrated masterpiece.
Bracelets are stress-tested for years of performance. Each Rolex must survive extreme shocks while keeping perfect time. Lume brightness is measured for nighttime clarity. Alignment is checked to the smallest fraction of a millimeter. Only the watches that meet Rolex's strict standards move forward. Before packaging, every watch is cleaned to remove any dust.
The Rolex box is a symbol of luxury and tradition.
Each watch is packed with utmost care.
Rolex provides a global warranty with every timepiece.
The signature green box completes the Rolex experience. These watches travel across the world to boutiques and collectors.
And this is how each masterpiece reaches the showroom.
A journey of craftsmanship, technology, and tradition.
This is the making of a Rolex, a symbol of excellence, built to last a lifetime.